Hello everybody, and welcome to another In-Box Review. Today we are taking a look at FAMO and the SDAH116 tractor by Tamiya in 1/35th scale. This is something that I barely fit on my desk. If at any point I knock my camera over, I apologize because that took a little bit maneuvering too. But let's open this up. I know I usually show you guys around the box. Just know that there's a render of, or there's a drawing of the kit on one side of the box, and another drawing of the trailer on the other side there. Well, I guess we can show you the box now that it's been open, and just more of the same on here, and more of the same on here. Alright, how are we gonna do this without... I got myself a little stool set up down here, a little table actually set up down here, so I can put all this over here. This is probably gonna be a longer review because there's a lot to go through in here. First and foremost, let's go through this book. Let's go through the instruction manual. And now that, hold on one second guys, now that I can bring my camera back to where I'm comfortable with it not falling down on me. There we go. Okay. Maybe, hold on. One more second. There we go now. Alright, sorry about that. Anyways, let's start with the instructions and go from there. Gives you I mean, these are Tamiya instructions. I mean, I'm sure most of you know what to expect from Tamiya. This is probably the biggest 1/35th vehicle kit that I have, which I would love to build someday, but this is like a for me this is like a year-long commitment kind of thing. So maybe one day, But you start out with the FAMO itself. Work your way through. It's a beautiful kit. It's a I've opened that box so many times just to look through it. It's a gorgeous kit. I actually lucked out. I think I ended up grabbing this years and years ago. I mean, this was at least, I've had this sitting in my stash for at least 8-9 years now. Years and years ago, I think I ended up grabbing this for around I almost want to say it was no more than like $100 on eBay, shipped. And my local hobby shop had this a couple of years ago, and I just kind of looked at it just to see what they were pricing it at, and it was like $180, plus the Dragon Wagon was the same. That's another one I want for this, just to go along with the FAMO, is the Dragon Wagon, but I have not made that purchase yet. So anyways, lots and lots of steps. And remember, this is just for the truck and the tractor. This does not include whatever model you may or may not want to put on the actual trailer. Sorry, the tractor, the truck, and the trailer. This does not include whatever model you may or may not want to place on the trailer, which I would obviously recommend placing something because it's such an impressive kit that it'd be a shame not to. Not to mention, comes with all these figures too, which is awesome. Tamiya figures, generally not the greatest quality wise, but they get the job done, so overall no complaints. Here she is, all built up. I was originally thinking about putting like a Panzer III or Panzer IV on there, but then I have different ideas in my head of maybe I want to do like a 1/35th scale, I don't know, maybe a plane of some, like a World War II plane, if I can find something in 1/35th. If not, maybe I can get away with a 1/32nd on there, but that would be very unlikely. But anyways, I'm nowhere near ready to build this, so yeah. Anyways, we've got multiple markings. We've got markings for Russia. We've got markings for another Russia, spring 1944, and we've got Russia 1943 here. And we've got Germany 1942 here. I don't know if I actually did this here. Or I did buy this on eBay pre-owned, so I don't know if I ended up doing these here, if somebody before me did. I think somebody before me probably did, because I don't usually mark up my instructions. So not that it's a big deal, but anyhow, that's the instructions. I do have a... I did purchase aftermarket parts for this, but this does not come with the kit. So I'm not even going to bother showing these. Just yeah, that was another thing that was in there. Alright, tracks. Am I gonna open these bags, or am I gonna show you guys? These do come as individual track links. And this is good enough. I don't need to take every single sprue out of the bag, because that would just be a pain in the butt to put away, and that would make this video that much longer. But, I mean, very, very nice detailing. Those of you that know me know that I'm not... Jeez, where are we going to put all these? Let's just start with this. Those of you that know me know that I'm not a very huge fan of Tamiya armor. Just because most of their tooling is very old and very much overpriced. This is an exception to the rule, because this is just a gorgeous kit. I mean, look at the detail on the wheels. And I'm sure it goes together like butter on toast, because it's Tamiya, right? But it's very gorgeous details on here. And you get, how many sprues of these? No, only these. All right. We are going to open some of the bags, just not all of them. Let's do this one next to finish off the wheels. Again, just as far as the veracity of how accurate all this is, I don't know. I can't really speak to the accuracy of these, but they're just gorgeous, though. I mean, for a kit that's, you know, however many decades old now, this is one that Tamiya actually knocked out of the park, in my opinion, because it's just a gorgeous kit. Look at that detail. That is incredibly beautiful, in my opinion. This is where we start with the figures and some accessories on here. Like I've said, I've never been a huge fan of Tamiya figures. I think I mean, they do the trick. Don't get me wrong, they do the trick, but here, let's take one of these out, actually. Let's take one of these out. They do the trick, but their poses are very, even the later stuff that they, or the more recent stuff that they're just so, static looking. Their poses are very unnatural in a lot of them. Or at least in my opinion. Where am I? Sorry. Faces look good. Faces aren't bad. Good detail on the faces. Not bad at all, actually. Uniforms, I can probably take it or leave it, to be honest with you. The way these go together, and that actually goes for most 1/350th scale figures. Not only Tamiya, but Dragon has the same issue of separating them at the waist, which a lot of times isn't an issue if they go together well. A lot of times it becomes an issue where you have to fill gaps. And a lot of them, especially the Dragon ones, the earlier Dragon ones, the early 2000, mid-2000 Dragon figures, to me, I haven't had that much experience with as far as their figure goes, so I don't know. But the Dragon ones, especially the earlier ones, there's a lot of gap filling. There's a lot of gap filling that goes on, and it's just not enjoyable. So for metal figures, I get it. Metal and resin, I get it, especially like boutique companies or mom and pop companies, and so I get that. Plastic figures, there's no reason you should even have to go back and do much gap filling. And this is coming from somebody with a background in miniature painting too, so I'd like to think I at least semi know what I'm talking about. But again, just not bad, just static. Like I said, static. Like the arms just look Again, just to each their own. To each their own. But that also said, it's you know, the prices of these are, you know, you can't really beat that either. So I guess you also, I'm talking about the figures. I'm not talking about the kit, because the kit's amazing. But the figures, I guess you also get what you pay for in a way, you know. But enough about they're perfectly serviceable for the intents and purposes of a kit in which the figures aren't the main attraction, anyways. You know, the main focal point. So perfectly fine. All right, let's get into some of the nitty gritties here, like this is the chassis for the trailer, or the well, it looks like it's got a transmission in here, so I'm assuming it's the truck, right? Yeah, because this is for the tracks. Again, just beautifully detailed. Beautifully detailed. And you know what amazes me about these too is you look at companies like Trumpeter and stuff who've got ejection pin marks all over the place on modern kits, with half the detail on this and just filled with ejection pin marks. And then you look at this, what is this, 1999? Yeah, so it's over 20 years old. It's 24 years old. You look at more modern kits by like Trumpeter and stuff with much less detail on them. There's just ejection pin marks on top of ejection pin marks. There's not a single one on this. Literally not a single one on this. You know. Just a different level of engineering for sure. For sure. Tamiya can definitely do it right when they want to, as far as armor goes. Just a lot of it they probably just don't want to. As far as, you know, upgrading their Panther, what is it, their Panther D, their infamous Panther Ds, or their T-34 76, which is just as old, if not older, than the Panther, and, you know, stuff like that. And this is the, I'm assuming this is the trailer, but it also might be the cab, or not the cab, but the bed for the truck. I'm not sure, but again, just the detail on this is brilliant. Brilliant. Wooden plank silver here. Some would argue that it'd be better if they put in wood grain in here. Oh, they did. Spoke too soon, yeah, because this is the bottom end of it, so you don't see it. They did put in wood grain. Wow. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. That is a 1999 kit. With perfectly replicated wood grain. Look at that. I mean, if this doesn't get you excited, then I don't know what will. I gotta tell you, this is probably the most fun you can have without taking your clothes off. I gotta tell you. That's gorgeous. That is just gorgeous details. And I will mention as I go to the next sprue, if you guys like what you're seeing, would like to see more, thumbs up the video, please, and subscribe to the channel for more in-box reviews, for more modeling videos, more figure painting videos, more random BS videos. And also, please consider supporting me on Buy Me a Coffee if you so wish, although not necessary at all. A sub on here and a like would be much appreciated to satiate the almighty algorithm gods of YouTube. My screen just went into power save mode, so I'm making sure I'm okay, because I thought the whole thing just broke on me. Still here? What is going on? 1 second, guys. Hold on. Sorry about the cut in the video there for a second, but yeah, the whole thing did just break on me. I had to reset everything. For some reason, the screen going into power save mode just made everything go crazy. So anyways, moving on to the next sprue. More figures for us to look at. I guess just the camera or the computer or the screen or monitor or whatever got overexcited about that wood grain, just like I did. I just decided to say, like, nope, I had enough. I had enough. I'm out. This is too much excitement for one day. It's, both of these sprues are the same. More figures. Again, overall, not bad. Not bad figures. Like I keep saying, for our intents and purposes for this kit, absolutely not bad at all. All right, what's next in here? Next in here is more cabin. This is stuff for the cabin, I assume. I'm not going to open this. Really, the only real part of interest in here is the canopy for the cabin over here that I'm showing you guys. Yeah, nicely detailed. Other than that, you just have more figures, more greebles here and there, and more wooden parts. These are, I assume, these are the walls for the truck bed. So again, just that gorgeous wood grain, which we're not gonna get that excited over because I don't want to kill the camera again. So, all right, we are slowly but surely making our way through this pile. More greebles in here. Looks like fenders. Looks like more bottom pieces for the transmission and just the suspension in general. Now this is more. This is the trailer parts here. So I'm going to open this one because I don't think we've seen many trailer parts. I'm going to open the next one because that's the engine. Let me get this out of the way because this one's more the same. These fenders look nice here. Very nice looking fenders. Very nice looking hood. Like I said, just the amount, the gorgeous. This detail is gorgeous. The grill is, yeah. I don't really have many other words in my vocabulary to explain this other than just keep repeating gorgeous, because that's what this is. Like, this is just an absolute. I mean, even if this is something that's been on your wish list for a while, even if you pay whatever the current market price for these is, I honestly, if you have the money to spend on it, I would not hesitate, because this is just a beautiful, beautiful kit. And this is for the trailer, either the trailer or the tractor. I'm assuming it's trailer. But and I've never looked this closely at it, this much in depth, so it's I'm blowing my own mind as I go through this. As hopefully I'm blowing your guys' mind too, but I'm also blowing my own mind as I go through this, because again, I've never looked through this so completely and so much in depth. So yeah, this is all very new and exciting to me as well. It's like opening a brand new kit that you just brought home from the store, you know. Yeah, let's open this because this has the engine in it. Like you see, as you can see, the staples are still in here. So really, the best I've ever done to this is just look through the bags. And yeah. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me pick up some of these sprues off the floor over here because they started sliding down. Put them back in the box because I don't want to break them. All right. Let's start with, well, alright, let's start with this smaller guy. This looks like the engine. And beautifully detailed, just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorge. This was before. Keep in mind, this was before interior details were cool. You know. This is 1999 that we're talking about here. This isn't. This is something that if this came out today, then I'd be saying the same thing. Gorgeous details, and no, this is 1999. This is a 24-year-old kit, and there's kits that get released today that don't even begin to compare to this. So let me just put it that way. And this is me talking positive about Tamiya armor or Tamiya vehicles in general. Like, this is just beyond anything you can possibly. I'm assuming this is the gearbox here. Beyond anything you can possibly want, and just super detail. I mean, there's only so much you can even do with if you want to get aftermarket parts for this. There's only so much you can really do with them, because it's just not necessary, you know. But even right out of the box, without any aftermarket add-ons, this is gorgeous. So it is just, yeah, well worth every penny, whatever that penny may be nowadays. I don't know, like I said, but well worth it. All right, we got an individually boxed thing here. I don't know what's in here, so let's open it together and find out. Oh, tires. Let's take a look at the tires. Why not? Let's see what they look like, you know. Perfectly Continental tires. Wow. Perfectly serviceable tires, I would say. Just, again, beautiful detail. I don't see any cracks in the plastic or anything like that, or in the rubber. Given how old these are, I mean, they still have a spring to them. I just, yeah, this is high quality stuff, I will say. And you get an entire bag of these. What else is in here? Uh-oh. Whoa. Don't you run away on me, because I would cry. I would literally cry if I lost a single piece for this. What else is in here? Lots of stuff. We have our decals. Which actually seem to be... Here, let me see. I was afraid they would start yellowing a little bit, but no, they're actually... They're actually right on the money. They're very nice and thin. Very much in register. I don't see any problems with these whatsoever. Very much in register, indeed. Okay. But wait, there's more. Of course there's more. Of course there's more. What else is in here? Oh, we have the, wow. Okay, we have, let's see. These are metal supports for, I assume, the trailer. At least that's my immediate assumption. Yeah, that's what these look like, at least. Fairly thick too. These are a decent these are a decent size. There's two of these you got. Very nicely packaged too. My God, this is again, this is 1999. This isn't you know, this isn't now. This is 1999, and you can't. You'd be hard pressed to find a kit for this money. Today's day and age, you know, and I don't even know what these retail for anymore. If they still do, or if it's all secondhand or luck out, find them in your hobby store. I have no idea, but I mean, this is just doesn't get better than this, guys. It really doesn't. And I'm gonna repeat that as many times as it takes, because this is just brilliant. All right, what do we have here? We have our clear parts for our windshields. We have... Why is this in a tiny little bag? I feel like there's something in here wrapped around in this paper. There is. What is it? Oh, plastic card. I'm like, what? Why are we... What? It's plastic card. What's it say on here? In English, por favor. Important information concerning this kit. Read carefully and fully understand the manufacturer's instructions. Care should be taken, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so nothing specific about our little piece of card here. But that's also very, very nicely packaged for a 50-cent piece of plastic card, but I'll take it. Got a bunch of metal parts, screws, and wow, and hooks and pins, and oh me, oh my. Got a whole bunch here. Got chain for our trailer. Got rope for our trailer, which I usually actually make out of copper wire because this stuff tends to fray. But I always do a test also, like if it's good quality it won't fray, but I always do a test. I'll do a spray of primer on it. If it starts to fray, then I'll change it out to copper wire, and I'll just polycaps. And a individually bagged screwdriver. Wow. I mean, what else can I say? What else can I say other than I am trying to catch up on some, or make some videos ahead for future releases, and so I am on my 4th unboxing video for the day today, and I can truly say that this one I am just incredibly beyond incredibly impressed with. And on top of that, it also shows you the typical vehicles that would be towed by this. So you've got Panzer IIIs, you've got Stugs, you've got Panzer IVs, you've got some trucks, you've got a Hummel, or that's a Vesp, sorry, that's a Vesp, not a Hummel. Another Panzer IV, and what looks like on top here is a, what is that, a flak Panzer? A Mobilwagen, that's right, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to, I don't know what more I can add to this that I haven't said already, other than just continue saying wow, because that's all you're going to get out of me at this point, is just more wows. But yeah, this is brilliant. Like I said, if it's something that's up your alley, if you have the money for it, then don't hesitate. I know they're not cheap. I don't know how not cheap, because I just, again, I've had this for years and years and years and years, and I fondly remember getting this at a very good deal from eBay years and years and years and years ago. A very good price. What that price was exactly, I don't remember, but it was 99.9% sure it was under $100. So, You know, if you can find it at a good price, or if you have the money to spend, if it's just something you always wanted in your collection, then don't hesitate, because this is just it's worth it. It's worth every penny, as you guys hopefully saw. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. If you like what you saw, like, subscribe. Yeah, that's YouTube. Like, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.